I always feel that the curiosity leads really nicely into empathy as well. So again, it's amazing how our different perspectives do that. But for me, I think if you're curious, I wonder if you were grumpy and snappy this evening because you worried about, family time with parents this weekend or something like that. You're worried about, are they even going to turn up? And for me, once you've wondered about the feeling, I can empathize probably more if I've really spent time thinking about what that feeling is, because it must be horrible to feel wobbly about seeing your own parents. It must feel awful to wonder if they're even going to come. It must. What an awful feeling that must be for you to hold on to. I'm really sorry that it feels like that for you. But empathy for that horrible, wobbly, anxious uncertainty, I think, is the bit. Is just the way that leads in for me. And I think one of my key points that I always talk about with empathy is that 9 times out of 10, it doesn't problem solve. It just sits in that moment. It just sits and holds, and it's vocalized, and it's open, and it's out there. And even if it's a wobbly, it's okay. Because actually, if a child, in the example that I used, if they are wobbly, if they are anxious, if they are wondering what on earth is going on, the likelihood of, about a family time, the likelihood of us being able to fix that feeling is quite slim. We can nurture, we can support, we can talk, but we're probably not really going to fix it until it's over.
So true. And there's a really good clip from Inside Out.
Yeah.
And it's when sadness is sat with the elephant.
Yes.
And he is saying about all these things that he's lost. And she just sat there and she just goes, oh, I bet that made you feel really rubbish.
Mm.
And she just sat with him for a minute. She didn't try and fix it. She didn't try to tell him that he shouldn't feel that way, or it was silly to feel that way, or he should just get over it. She just sat with him. It just sums up empathy really, really nicely.
Yeah.
Or you might have older children and Inside Out is not your bag, but it's still a really, really good film to watch.
It really is. It really is. I love that clip. And the other one that I use when I talk about empathy is the Brené Brown cartoon short that really dissects the difference between sympathy and empathy. And how she talks about sympathy drives disconnection and empathy fuels connection. And it's so short and so simple and yet so powerful. So maybe that might be even more beneficial for older children, but definitely for adults to watch on a regular basis to really get that empathy bit. Yeah.
I'm going to see what I can find, and I'll put some bits on our Facebook page. Come and check it out.
Yeah.